Hi, I'm Kanea. Welcome to my channel. The last book I'm going to be reading in this outfit is My Pet Wants a Pet. Did I read this already? No. Okay, I had to proofread them, so it was kind of in my head. By Elise Broach, illustrated by Eric Barclay. My pet wants a pet. For my friend Jane Burns, in honor of our beloved pets, past and present, Teddy, Tia, Sam, Dixie, and Truman, E.B. For Michelle, with love, Eric. My Pet Wants a Pet by Elise Broach, illustrated by Eric Barclay. I will not be showing as many pictures because this is to focus on the sound of my voice for my grandson and any other child that wants to listen simply to relax by. It's not ASMR necessarily, it's just a gentle reading of a book. Once there was a boy who wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. He begged and he begged and he begged his mother until, what do you know? She said yes. This is cute. Not that all the pictures aren't cute, but you know. The boy loved his puppy. He fed him and played with him and cuddled him in his arms. The puppy loved his boy. He licked him and jumped on him and fell asleep in his lap. Makes me miss my puppy. Well, he wasn't a puppy, he was a dog, but he was a little guy. They had the best time together, the boy and his pet. Such a good time, in fact, that the puppy decided he too wanted a pet. The boy's mother thought this was a terrible idea. The puppy is your pet, she said. He does not need a pet. But the boy understood that the puppy wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. So the puppy got a kitten, a furry orange kitten. Truth be told, the boy was surprised at this choice. Dogs chase cats, he told the puppy. And the puppy did chase the kitten, but only as a game. And afterward, he let her eat from his bowl and play with his ball, and they dozed in the sun side by side. In fact, they got along so well and had so much fun together that it wasn't long before the kitten herself wanted a pet. This seems like it's going to get out of hand. When the boy told his mother this, she looked at him like he was crazy. I want to make sure I didn't skip a page. Like he was crazy. The kitten is the pet of your pet. She certainly does not need a pet. But the boy and the puppy understood that the kitten wanted something to take care of, something of his very own, of her very own. And so the kitten came home one day with a bird, a pretty red bird. Now we are getting carried away with these animals. Where are they keeping all these animals? Now, once again, this seemed like an odd choice. Cats catch birds, the boy told the kitten. And the kitten did sometimes pounce on the bird. But really, it was all in good fun. The kitten made sure the bird had water and places to fly and perch, and they got along so well and did so many marvelous things together that soon enough, what do you think? I feel like there's another pet coming. The bird wanted a pet. Now, this is getting ridiculous. I agree, said the boy's mother. That bird is the pet of your pet. She does not need a pet. But the boy knew that she did. She really did. So the bird brought home a worm, a little green worm. The boy started to explain that birds eat worms. But then he decided to leave well enough alone. And the birds took such good care of that worm and was so gentle when she carried him and so quick to protect him that before long, guess what? The worm wanted a pet. What? Cried the boy's mother. That worm is the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. He does not need a pet. But the boy knew that even a worm might need something to take care of, something of his very own. And so the worm found a flea. It was a tiny brown flea, and it hopped all over the house. Why, the worm had trouble keeping up with it. But he followed the flea and looked after it. And soon they were the best of friends. Such good friends, in fact, that in no time at all, can you imagine what happened next? How? That's right. The flea wanted a pet. Absolutely not, said the boy's mother. That flea is the pet of the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. No more pets. But that didn't stop the flea, because, of course, he wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. Mom has had enough, okay? Okay, so the flea decided the puppy would be his pet. That doesn't sound like a good idea. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Oh, life was wonderful. I can't even deal. The boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird, my face hurts from smiling, and the worm and the flea were as happy as could be because they all had pets. But there was someone, a special and important someone, who wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. There's too many animals in the house. Now, the boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird and the worm and the flea were a little bit worried. None of them wanted to give up their pets. What were they going to do? The boy thought about this for a long time. What in the world? And then he had an idea. So he's addressing a box to someone. But why? 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 Do I know that? Okay. His mother needed something to take care of, something of her very own. Because whenever you take care of something, that something takes care of you. To mom. How cute. The end. And that was Too Many Pets in the House by, no, My Pet Wants a Pet by Elise Broach, illustrated by Eric Barclay. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. And please make sure you take time to record videos or voice notes for your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, whoever you want to be close to, but yet you live far apart from. Thank you and have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.